Hello everyone, welcome back to Sonic Adventure. I'm Tyler.
I'm Jeff.
And I just paused the video by accident. Skip up 3 seconds.
This was kind of a dick move by Sega because they put you in the wrong place.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, if you talk to the people, well, the echidnas in the Lost City, they will give you a bit more of a background information.
Oh yeah. I don't ever talk to them in any of the playthroughs, but I do know that's there.
Like
I don't think I show off the Tail Garden at all, though.
No, that's alright. That's kind of like a meta game thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say the famous chant from this game, you know, the servers of the chaos, master of chaos, whatever. I've actually forgotten it. But it is explained that mantra comes from Tikal's grandmother.
The what?
Who I guess if you talk to the echidnas in the ancient city, they sort of explain that Tikal's grandmother used to run the tribe, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one that came up with the whole mantra.
I do like that all the water here, spoilers, is chaos. Oh, it shows right there that it's chaos, so never mind. How'd I get in here? La 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 la.
Dreaming. Oh my! I need to get out of this place.
Amy, you kind of suck. I didn't mean to fall down here. I thought I could jump the pool with the hammer jump, then I realized the hammer jump doesn't go that far.
Yeah, actually, when it comes to Amy's character, I like it when she's perky.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of guess she's meant to be like a fangirl, but I'm not too keen when she's a bit needy.
Oh, like when she's really wanting Sonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. Oh, I thought he was about to say, "You're not gonna get away with this." Because they do that sometime in the game, where they pull the lines from the actual game and put it into the boss fights.
This cutscene, it's the most prolific one in the playthrough. It appears 4 times throughout all the stories.
Yeah, actually. The only 2 characters that aren't in it is Knuckles and Big.
It's a chaos emerald.
I'm pretty sure Knuckles and Big never meet. They're like the only characters that don't meet. Oh, Knuckles and Amy don't meet either.
Oh, Eggman's quite evil in this.
I know.
Like, I want the N-word, man. Just give it to me.
Give it to me, bitch. He's evil in Adventure 2 as well, but not as evil. Like, he actually ends, I don't know if I won't spoil it, because I know we're going to do a playthrough of that sometime soon. But he's evil in that game. I gotta just cuts to this cutscene again.
So I guess Sonic beating Gamma is like the canon.
Yeah. What I think this game is that it's whatever character you're playing as, it's their point of view. So Amy's gonna think Sonic's the big hero in her playthrough. Tails is gonna think he's the big hero and all that. Gamma's just there, thinking, oh, okay, I'll do Eggman's service, and then he won't.
Yeah, and that's actually quite an interesting way to handle the story.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it could be argued that we don't actually know the true story.
Yeah.
It's all we have is like people's perspectives on it.
Exactly.
The egg carrier's losing altitude.
Like how Tails can just tell right there. It's not turbulence or anything.
What about you?
It's because autopilot turned off or something.
I knew you would save me.
And you, like right there, she's like, okay, yeah, he's the hero. Well, in the end, Tails is the one who really saves her.
It's dangerous here. Don't pay attention to egg.
Seeing as Tails is the one who takes her off the egg carrier.
Oh yeah.
I said we'd be friends, and I'm returning your favor.
Sorry if I'm sniffling all over the place, though, because I still have my cold.
Eggman's not the kind of man you should work for. Amy, come on,
Let's get moving.
Until we meet again, Mr. Robot. Take care of yourself.
Now we haven't brought it up, but if you collect items for a character in one story, then play the next story, those items will appear on the character models.
Yeah.
So I can already tell by this that you haven't played as Tails or Gamma yet.
No, I haven't.
But we did see Sonic and his fancy bracelet.
Yep. I think that's more. It's not like as if they're going through their stories. I think it's just more that they forgot to put on the special stuff at this certain points.
Oh yeah.
Take them off, as if they didn't actually get it. Oh, I completely forgot. Okay. I didn't notice them until they almost got close to the the camera. That they were flying down. I thought they were just taking a shot at the city and the sky.
Now, it's not really explained why the air carrier goes down, but I kind of take it it's because the characters have been messing around inside.
Yeah.
Like, I guess Tails, Sonic and Knuckles are on the sky deck, and the other characters were inside the hot shelter.
Other than Gamma, yeah. Gamma's the only one who doesn't have his level during the egg carrier's flying thing. Wow, it just opens up by itself.
Of course, the Flickies here, who I think they've always been in the series since Sonic 1.
Mm-hmm.
Although they weren't really named until Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah, they weren't really all that big. They were just there, more or less.
Yeah.
As detail.
No, actually, tell a lie, I think Sega had an arcade game called Flickies, and that might have come out before Sonic.
Really? I'll have to do research on that. Hold on.
To Wikipedia.
Flickies.
Now, Amy's just running for...
is an arcade game by Sega. First released in arcades in 1984.
Oh, it does then. It does predate Sonic.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. So, I guess Sonic is a Flickies spin-off. Who knew?
Yeah. What's it about? In the game, the player controls Flicky, a flightless bird who has to save the chirps. Are the chirps Flickies too? Oh, they're Pio Pio in Japan.
Yeah,
from house cats.
Yeah, little canaries.
From
I played that game
cats.
on the Mega Drive collection, Flickies.
Uh-huh.
It's fun, but it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, it was re-released on the Genesis and all that, Mega Drive.
I was going to say, when you first came out here, you tried to keep on top of the trees, didn't you?
I tried to. It's just the fastest way around. And there's not so many invisible walls everywhere.
But, for a game on the Dreamcast, that's pretty much the only way they could have really did a forest.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have to put invisible walls everywhere. They just had to kind of make it so that they're not in your way. Because they're kind of iffy with the invisible walls here.
I love that line, dangerously suspicious. It seems really odd to me.
It sounds kind of redundant. It seems dangerous and suspicious.
I don't know, it looks more suspiciously dangerous to me.
I have this friend who keeps, he can't say specific. He can only say suspific. That's what I thought you were about to say there. It sounds suspiciously suspicious. That's hard to say. Dope.
Oh, Amy has to solve this puzzle again, doesn't she?
Yeah. What this puzzle is technically supposed to be is you gotta go from left to right to quickly do it. Then you gotta do some other, panel that'll... It shows it's pretty easy for this puzzle.
Yeah, and in these containers here is a Metal Sonic and another Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
Like one's the one from CD, the blue one, but the other one, it's like black with orange eyes, and I don't know where that's from. Is it meant to be Silver Sonic from Sonic 2? Because it's just black with orange eyes, and I don't remember seeing a Metal Sonic like that.
I guess maybe a Mark II or something. Maybe the Mecha Sonic was supposed to be in this game or something.
Well, maybe that is Meta Sonic. It's just a bit different.
Or maybe a redesign or something. Now this level seems really built for Amy as well, just because of how fun it is to do this. Fuck you, Springs. I can do whatever I want.
I just thought it's called Final Egg and it's the final level, so yeah.
Except for unless you're playing a Scammer.
Well, 2 out of 3 times it works.
2 out of 3 times it is the final level.
I love how he just comes out of nowhere like the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah!
I know it's an obvious reference, but I can't think of another person that breaks through walls.
Whenever you see someone break through a wall, you always think of Kool-Aid Man anyways.
Yeah. Like, maybe the Hulk?
The Hulk doesn't say oh yeah, so it's not as funny. And now you gotta... Oh, come on! Get out of the elevator. I like when Zero gets hit though, he's like, ow, my knee. And then he just backs off. Okay, how'd he come up here so fast? Now, that barrel back there, you're supposed to hide in it, but it never works, so we're just gonna skip it.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Amy's gameplay, I do like it, and if it returned, I wouldn't mind if Amy played like this. Well, except maybe a bit faster, obviously, but... Well, I do like the whole playing around with the hammer techniques. Much better than the way she played in Sonic 06.
Well, not you could say that's hammer techniques, but all it is her using her hammer once.
Yeah.
Now this you gotta guess where which door you have to go in, and of course for me it's the last one.
Now I'm pretty sure this is random.
It is random, but it's always the last one for me. See? I like how they I don't get why they replaced the flickies with random little animals, though.
I guess so. You have different animals to feed to give to your chow. Like different ones do different things.
I guess. Well, they do that. Yes, I know that. But I'm just saying, why don't they just go with flickies like the alternate colors, like in what's that game called? 3D Blast.
Yep.
Now this is probably not the shortest Amy level, but the second shortest. Hot Shelter's always been a long level to me anyways. It kind of always just drags. Except for it's big, 'cause that one's short.
Yeah, now in terms of the story, this level was a bit pointless.
Oh yeah. Well,
it was
completely pointless. They go in, oh, well there's nothing here, let's go.
Now you mentioned the different coloured flickies before. And in the game 3D Blast, their colour depended on how they would act.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember which colour did what, but I think one flicky...
I was just watching the SGB playthrough not that long ago, and
yeah.
I think Johnny said the blue ones go right to Sonic, the red ones just do whatever. The green ones, I have no idea what they do, and the purple ones try and go out of their way to avoid you.
I think the purple ones move around randomly.
No, they go out of their way to avoid you. If you go
the
towards them,
one.
they'll go the opposite way.
I mean the green ones randomly.
I guess. I have no idea. I haven't played 3D Blast, so I can't say.
Now, do you like the adventure fields in the Sonic series?
The hub worlds?
Yeah.
Not really. I like hub world in some games as long as they're good for exploration. I'm just checking the map there. I think this is the only area that there is a map in.
I think there's a map for all the areas in the DX port.
There is? Oh,
yeah,
you didn't get the then.
Yeah, you didn't get the maps in the Dreamcast version.
Oh, okay. It would have really helped here, though, because this place is a bit confusing on your first playthrough. They're all just random pathways that lead to nowhere.
I was going to say, when it comes to hub worlds, just don't make them big and empty.
Like this. Well, this game's not big, but empty is what they are.
But arguably the forest is the biggest one, and they didn't need to be that big.
Yeah. It's like the Soliana Forest in 06. For a game that I really am supposed to hate, I kind of like the game just because of what it tried to be.
Yeah, I can see that. If there's one thing Sonic 06 does have, it's potential.
I played quite a bit, actually. That's kind of why I want to do the playthrough, just because I know how to do everything and all that. And I know where a lot of stuff is and all that. I kind of like the game in some weird, twisted, psycho sort of way. I don't know. It's weird. What? You missed me, though. You were supposed to hit me. All I'd lose is rings. You just killed the bird.
You idiot! How could you do this?
Zero has a really awesome theme.
Like how he spins down. And I do like Zero's theme too as well. It's not something I'd go out of my way to listen to, but I still think it's just a nice tune to listen to randomly. Although I don't think it fits well for a boss fight. I die a few times on this one, I think. Like that. But on my second try, I decided, you know what, screw it. I'll just do it the cheap way.
He does have those epic shockwave attacks.
And they're a bit hard to avoid, I'd say.
Now, he's actually one of the E-series.
He is?
Yeah, he's
E100 or whatever?
Yeah, that's why he's... Yeah. Oh, I guess he'll be E101 Alpha.
I guess.
And, well, I guess the idea is that he's meant to be primitive. Well, I'm saying that in some ways, he's kind of more advanced than the other E-series.
Now, this part, I'm pretty sure I rape him pretty easily. He's actually a pretty easy boss. I just messed up.
Yeah, once you get him trapped right next to a wall.
Yeah, he's done. Like this.
And only 3 hits.
Mm-hmm. He's weaker than most of the E-series. Although, probably a lot harder, because with the Gamma, you gotta fight the E-series with Gamma. All you have to do is push one button while you're fighting them. You don't have to really move around at all.
And here we see Amy doing her boss victory pose, which is blowing a kiss.
Which makes no sense. Well, unless she's taunting them.
It's an anime pose. I just pointed out because you don't really see it, since Amy has one boss.
Mm-hmm. I guess. Does Big have a different animation from when he beats, well, when he quotation, I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't think he does.
Okay, you knew what I meant though. Okay. That's fine. Birdie.
And this sort of development by Amy is, will be essentially ignored in the future games.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least they'll take her back to the fangirl. Which, I guess it works. Well, I think it's with Sonic. In some games they want to have a good story, in other games they just want to keep it simple and cartoony.
Like Heroes. Which I like Heroes for that they actually kept it cartoony instead of trying to get too involved with the story.
I agree. If you just want to make it simple, go ahead.
Yeah. Adventure 2 tried going for something a bit more dark, but it kind of made no sense at some points.
I'm going to try my best too.
If you think about it anyways.
Just watch me.
I'll make that Sonic respect me. Mm-hmm.
And by that,
What does she mean by respect her, though?
I don't know.
Is she, like, gonna beat him or something? Like, you're gonna be my boyfriend. You have no say in anything. You have no say in this. Or something like that.
And by then it's going to be too late. What the...
Yeah. And for some reason, while recording these credits, I found something weird with Gamma and Amy's story with Fraps. Fraps decides to, the way I record with Fraps is that I use it at 30 frames per second, right?
Right.
So the credits roll at 60 frames per second. But because it's recording at 30 frames per second, you'll see it slow down once in a while to record at 30 frames per second. Then it'll be like, okay, back to 60 frames per second, but it'll still record at 30 frames per second. Then it'll slow down again, back down to 30 frames per second. It just looked awkward, and I didn't even know why it kept doing that. That's why the credits are kind of going on for a bit too long.
Yeah, Fraps can be inconsistent when it's recording. Like, the frame rate goes up and down.
Yeah.
So, I guess what's good about Amy's story is that it was kind of survival horror.
How's that?
And you're being chased by Zero.
Oh, I guess.
I was going to call him Nemesis, but...
No. Nemesis and Sonic Adventure DX.
Or Cylinder Head.
Cylinder Head? Is that
like,
just Pyramid Head's retarded cousin or something?
Yeah, he's just Pyramid Head, except he has a trash can. Well, I guess it does fit with the whole idea of Sonic, you know, going fast. And running away from an enemy does mean you're gonna go fast.
Yeah. I don't see any regenerators in the survival horror game, though, so I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah, in fact, I think we didn't mention Big's part, but I think Big was introduced, and one of the developers said that he was introduced because they wanted a character who wasn't always in a hurry.
Yeah, they wanted a... What I hear is that they wanted a retard. Like, they really wanted someone dumb in their story. So they're like, okay, let's just put him in here.
And of course, Gamma has a time limit on his levels.
Which is fine, I guess, so it hurries you up a bit.
Yeah, so I guess apart from Big, there's an element of speed in all of the stories.
Yeah. Story with programmers. Wait, modeling support? What do they do? Do modeling. You model.
Well, the 3D artists are there making the models, and they just stand behind them going...
Oh, good job, Jimmy.
Good job, yeah. Keep doing that.
You're doing good, Jimmy. Oh, no, don't put that on there, Jimmy. This is a kid's game. Yeah, okay, the frame rate's a bit weird here still. It keeps going up and then down and up and then down.
Speaking of which, when she does appear in games like Sonic Riders, I do appreciate they don't give her a skirt, they give her like a proper tracksuit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. I can hear the music, so I'm just going on in my head what Amy's music is going on. I gotta say Amy's music is catchy though.
Yeah.
Although the start up sounds kind of like Knuckles music, it goes in both songs.
You know, I guess what's odd about Sonic and Amy in this game is that in other mediums, like say the comics, which I don't know too much about, but I do know that Sonic has had like a series of girlfriends throughout the comics.
Really?
But in the games, he doesn't seem like to be the guy who would want to settle down.
No. In the games, I'm happy like that, because Sonic, I'm pretty sure he's pretty much just supposed to be, no. Like one of those kids, like, in like, elementary school, and they don't want girls and all that.
Well, Amy does look like she has cooties.
Oh, I know. I don't know what what does COO even mean? I only know what CEO means. Every time I see the word COO, I always read Coup. Coup Sega Europe. Elliot Martin.
The Chief Operating Officer.
Oh, he's an officer and an operator? The credits should be over soon.
Yeah, and I was going to say about Sonic being single all the time. It's probably for the best, because we don't want Sonic to turn into like a high school anime. Well,
oh, yeah. Well, like any kid's cartoon that has a character like another character, and then just somehow that happens, they get together. And then after the next season that gets cancelled, because no one liked them being together.
Oh, kind of like they will they or won't they relationships.
Yeah. It's going so slow. Then it speed ups.
It's like the words are trying to sneak off the screen.
Actually, yeah. Anyways, that's it for this part.
Yeah.
So you hear goodbyes.
Goodbye.
I said goodbyes. There's multiple goodbyes. Oh, that's it.